Welcome to Dark Horizon Creations. I'm Mike. This time we're taking a look at the Star Wars, the Black Series Baylon Skoll action figure by Hasbro. Now, if you haven't already, please follow, like, and subscribe to my social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Don't forget to hit that bell icon so you get a notification of when I post new content. Alright, so today we're taking a look at the Black Series Baylon Skoll. This is from the new wave of Ahsoka assortment figures. Really awesome character, and so much the more meaningful because it was portrayed by Ray Stevenson. He's one of my favorite actors. I loved his portrayal of the Punisher and Firefly and G.I. Joe Retaliation. I couldn't get enough of that. So to see him in Star Wars was even more cool. And like anyone else, it just hurt to hear that he had passed away. What this means for the character moving forward, we don't know. But just looking at how season 1 of Ahsoka came to a conclusion and where Baylon was standing on the cliff, you knew that there was something extremely profound for this character. I hope in some way they are able to bring a conclusion to that. As I previously stated in my review of Shin Hati, both Baylon and Shin appear to be abiding by the Sith rule of two, master and apprentice. Unlike the Sith, they don't exhibit any pursuit of the dark side of the Force. They both appear to be acting as rogue Jedi. So it's going to be fascinating to see the direction that these two characters are taking in the future. So taking a look at the packaging, you've got your Star Wars, the Black Series banner up top, Ahsoka banner down bottom. You have the action figure and the lightsaber and the slide out plastic sleeve. On the side of the packaging, you've got some really cool artwork of Baylon. I do like that. I like the Black Series packaging box art. On the back of the packaging, you have the identical bio that's on the back of the packaging for all figures in the Ahsoka assortment. It says, set after the fall of the Empire, Ahsoka follows former Jedi Knight Ahsoka Tano as she investigates an emerging threat to a vulnerable galaxy. Alright, so here we have Baylon outside of the packaging. This is a very awesome action figure. Baylon's a very dignified character, and just his appearance is very striking. He has a very medieval appearance to his armor and robe, and that is intentional. So let's bring Baylon up close so you guys can see the attention to detail on that head sculpt. Awesome paint applications, use of flesh tone and shading there. I do like the weathered and worn appearance to his armor. As far as articulation, his head and neck are on a ball joint, full range of motion. Forward and lateral movement of the shoulder, and you can see that the armor is a separate section here. You have bicep rotation, butterfly joint, to give him a full range of motion. And like the thigh joint, the shoulder joint will push back in. You can see that there. Double jointed elbow. And he also has elbow rotation, wrist rotation, and wrist pivot. Torso's on a ball joint. Forward and lateral movement to thigh. You also have thigh rotation, double jointed knees, as you guys can see there, lower leg rotation, and he will pivot and roll at the foot. Just an incredible looking figure. This is one of the nicest figures that they've released in the Black Series to date. Alright, let's talk about accessories. Baylon does include his lightsaber. You can see it has a detachable orange blade, and the hilt is black and silver. Really awesome looking. I've always been a fan of the orange blade back when the Attack of the Clones was released and they made the toy lightsabers. There was a Jedi Knight lightsaber with an orange blade, and I always wanted one of those. get both of his hands on the hilt. Just a very awesome looking action figure. Now for comparison, I want to move Baylon over to the side and bring out his apprentice, Shin Hati. As you can see, they look really good together. Both of these are phenomenal action figures. However, there has been much debate and discussion online by collectors in regards to the height of the Baylon Skoll Black Series figure, specifically in regards to the fact that he is not correctly scaled to his apprentice, which is true. Why that decision was made, I don't know. My guess is it was an error during the tooling design for the leg parts for Baylon, or it could simply be something as simple as a cost-saving measure where they reused parts from a previous Black Series figure. I just don't know. To my knowledge, Hasbro has not commented on this. I do know there are collectors who have taken to modding the figure by swapping out the upper legs with the Black Series Riva action figure. It's not something that I plan to do personally, so for now I have no plans to alter it or modify it in any way. Overall, this is an incredible action figure. If you are a collector, this is a must-have. So there you have the Star Wars, the Black Series Baylon Skoll action figure by Hasbro.